that Prajwal Revanna has been taken into custody. Inside scoop is coming in. What happens now to the suspended JDS leader? Medical tests, we are told, would be conducted, and Prajwal Revanna's bail plea hearing that is also scheduled to be taken up today. He is expected to be produced before the magistrate. Now that happens within 24 hours after arrest. Let me go across to Neha now. Neha, good morning. It was late last night when we are looking at dramatic turn of events as far as Prajwal Revanna, who landed in Bengaluru. What happens next?
Well, absolutely, Amita. In fact, there was a lot of drama that was witnessed last night after nearly a month of Prajwal Revanna remaining, off the radar of the police over here. We're seeing that the SIT and the other police, of course, officials here have finally managed to, take Prajwal Revanna into their custody. He was, in fact, detained at the airport itself last night in heavy police presence. Our colleagues Imran and Deepak, of course, who were there till almost 2 a.m., brought us all of those live updates of how he was taken, into, of course, he was detained by the police. Imperative now to note that he's been brought, of course, to the CID office over here in Bengaluru, and he would be produced to court today, and the police would be seeking his custody, to, of course, probe him further in all of these cases that have been registered against him. What's imperative also now to mention over here is the fact that, we're seeing, and even as the police would seek his custody, that there are, of course, a host of legal proceedings that lie ahead today, right from the fact that the police has even sought quashing of the FIR, I beg your pardon, quashing of bail that was, in fact, granted to H.D. Revanna here. And more importantly, we'll really have to wait and see how this proceeds forward. And possibly once the police gets his custody, all of the investigation would begin, right from seizing his phone to conducting all of those investigations where these crimes reportedly took place, to, of course, grilling him over a host of issues on what really went on for the 1 month that he stayed away from the country.
Right. So this morning, where exactly is likely to be taken up for medical tests? And of course, when it comes to his anticipatory bail, even before landing, Neha, he had already applied for it.
Well, that's absolutely right. In fact, we're seeing that even as, Prajwal Revanna there, of course, announced that he would be landing in the country on May 31st. And even as he did, just a day prior to this, we saw him moving, trying to seek, of course, some legal relief here for himself. But evidently, of course, that didn't really work out too well now, given the fact that the anticipatory bail application was posted for today. But the fact that he's now been taken into, of course, the police custody, the fact that he's been detained, it seems unlikely at this point that there would be much relief for him. Given the fact that there has been an arrest warrant that's now been put out, and the fact that he was running out of two options here, he did try seeking anticipatory bail there from the court, but the court, of course, did not grant that immediately. They pushed the matter. And now it will really be a matter of course, his counsel arguing here for him for anticipatory for bail versus, of course, the police here making a watertight case against him.
All right, Neha, thank you very much. Well, those are the dramatic events that unfolded last night at the Kempegowda Airport in Bengaluru after a long flight and being not available for the last 35 days. Prajwal Revanna has finally returned home, that is to Bengaluru.